Good morning. It's just after 8 o'clock. I'm out on trail. Plan is to do 8 miles into town and then probably a mile out. Just got to resupply, charge all my devices, and hopefully do some laundry. And if that's not possible, at least find a sink to clean my socks in. That's the most important thing that I gotta keep clean. And yeah, it's gonna be a good day. All right, I'm back on the trail. It is 5 p.m. Did a nice little resupply back there at the grocery store. Charged my battery banks up. Uploaded a video to YouTube. So that was pretty productive. Was able to get pretty much everything done that I needed to get done. Hanover was a cool little town. Dartmouth campus was there, and school is back in session. I'm pretty sure it's pretty happening. There's a lot of people, so I just did a little in and out, and there's a shelter in about a half mile here, so that's where I'm gonna set up camp, or just if I find a stealth spot closer, I'll hit that as well, because I loaded up on water. Good morning. It is 8:30 a.m. I'm about to eat some breakfast here and get out on trail in a few minutes. Got a bit of rain this morning, so I just barely missed it. So I do have a wet rain fly now, unfortunately, but I'm gonna do about 15 miles today, I think. I'm not really sure, but that was my original plan, and I'll kind of just see how I feel, take it easy. Looks like it's gonna rain for most of the day, so not too thrilled about that, but I'll make do. And here comes the rain. All right, I'm about 11 miles in for the day. It's pretty wet. It's not really raining too bad, like it hasn't been torrential at all today, but it's been steady, just kind of like misting, pretty much locked in clouds up here, and I got 4.5 miles to go till I get to the next shelter. Good morning, it is 7:30. Hitting the trail. My plan is to do 12 miles today. I'm hoping I can get that done before the storms roll in. There's going to be some severe thunderstorms around 1:30, 2 p.m. this afternoon. So I just got to hightail it out of here. All right, it is 9 a.m. About 3 miles in, and I'm at the beginning of a very steep, grueling 2,000-foot climb here, and there will be exposed ridges and cool stuff like that, so I should be well over the sketchy areas by the time the storms roll in. Yeah, it is a pretty gnarly climb, so wish me luck. Passing through Lambert Ridge here, which has spectacular views of the White Mountains on a clear day, but today I'm socked in, so no views, but I'm on track to beat the storm, so I'm happy about that. Then again, you never know. You can't really predict weather in the mountains. It could storm any minute, could storm not at all. But I do have to be careful of these slippery rocks because I do not want to lose my footing and go down. A lot of people get injured that way, so I'm just gonna make sure that I'm careful. It is 12:30 in the afternoon. I've done just over 9 miles, so I got about 2.7 to go. Definitely been kind of dreary the past few days, no real sun and not many views. So yeah, it's just getting a little bit monotonous, but just gotta keep pushing through, and hopefully the nice weather comes back soon. It is 2 p.m. Made it to the Hexacube shelter. Definitely one of the more unique looking shelters I've seen. We'll see if this storm comes in. I don't really know. It doesn't really seem like anything's coming in, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Not really trying to be caught on a ridge if there's thunder and lightning and high wind, heavy rain, all that stuff. So I did 12 miles today, so I'm happy with it. And yeah, just gonna chill here for the rest of the day and call it a day. Good morning. It is 8:30. I am getting back on trail. It was a pretty cold night last night, but I slept good with my cold weather sleeping bag, and it's definitely cold right now. It's probably mid 50s. So one of the colder days we've had probably since the spring when I started. But it's not raining, which is good. Pretty much rained all through the night. So there will probably be a lot of water on trail today. Other than that, the plan is to do 13 miles to a nearby lake camping spot. And if the weather is just too bad, I can push an extra 2 miles and just spend the night at the hostel. So kind of just depends how I'm feeling, what the weather's going to be like. And I can take all that into consideration and make it a good day. All right, we got one of those situations where the trail is a river, so keeping dry feet is going to be challenging. All right, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Hike's gone pretty well, making decent time. Trail conditions are pretty muddy from all the rain last night, but it's kind of to be expected. And yeah, I'm 7.5 miles in, and I only have less than 6 to go. So I'm almost there. And it's definitely cold. Probably not even 60 degrees, it's probably like high 50s right now. And it's nice for hiking, but it's kind of that weird in-between temperature where it's a little cold in just my t-shirt, but then it gets a little too warm when I put my jacket on, so just gotta hike a little harder. This is definitely the biggest birch tree I've ever seen. Pretty huge. Just took a swim in the lake here behind me. It's definitely pretty cold getting out. The water's actually, it's probably warmer than the air. It's like mid 50s right now, and the water's probably like 65. So it wasn't great for swimming. There was a lot of dead trees and debris, kind of mud down there, but it was nice. Feel cleaned up, and it was refreshing. So definitely nice. And I'm gonna camp out here next to the lake and get ready for a big climb up Mount Moosilauke tomorrow.